Hello, for today's intro, it's going to be me standing here and looking at you and saying words. First words are, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The second words are, I don't have any more words. Enjoy the video. Those are the last words. So as you probably know, in Minecraft, we have chunks. Each chunk, as you can see here, is 16 by 16 wide and then 256 blocks high, starting from bedrock, of course. Today, I'm going to challenge myself, limit myself to a chunk. And the basic idea of this video is, I'm going to only be allowed to use those blocks in that chunk. I'm going to set a world border so I can't get any blocks outside the chunk, and also put myself in survival mode. Give myself some tools, and we're going to dig down, collect all the blocks, and then rebuild to the chunk and see if we can make something cool. But obviously, we've got to find the chunk first. Now, I'm going to just allow myself to see if I could find the best chunk. Let's go out into the world of Minecraft and see what we can find. So I want to find a chunk which has got lots of stuff in it. Maybe 2 types of wood, maybe some granite, a decent amount of grass and dirt, maybe some water. And that's quite tricky because that's a lot of stuff I'm asking for. I think the best option I'm going to get is like birch and oak for wood, as that's just how the biomes work. And I want to find like a high up area. Somewhere over here actually might be pretty decent. Although I could go to a jungle and get jungle and oak. Like here, for example, this jungle tree is in, and we've got all these sort of oak trees as well, plus a load of leaves, which I do like building overgrown stuff. The floor level's only 64 though, which isn't very high, but it does go up over here. Ooh, if I could get a bit of bamboo as well. This bit here would have been perfect, but the oak is just outside the chunk. Although this one here is looking pretty good. The lowest point in this chunk is 80, which is 11 more, and it goes all the way up to 90 here. And also we got this massive oak tree, plus this massive jungle tree and a load of other little jungle trees. You know what? I think this might be the one. I'm going to change the world border so I can't get anything outside of it. There we go. I've got it pretty much perfectly lined up. As you can see here, this is the border. For some reason, it does it just a half over, but I'm pretty sure I should be able to get these blocks here. But now I need to give myself the tools. This is what I'm going to give myself. So obviously, we're going to give ourselves some netherite tools. We got a pickaxe with silk touch, an axe, a netherite hoe with silk touch, but I'm not sure if that's necessary, and a shovel which also has silk touch, plus some shears as well, because obviously we're in the jungle, there's vines. So I'm going to hop into survival mode now and clear out a load of this space until we have a blank canvas. Let's see what blocks we get, and you know what? I think a time lapse is in order. Please give me some interesting blocks under the ground, please. So you know earlier when I was like really wanting it to be like quite high up, so I found a really high X level of 90. Well, that was a lot of space. This took an hour and a half to clear out. I had to add a beacon in because otherwise it would have taken me about 3 hours probably. And I'm pretty sure I got quite lucky. There was a lot of cool blocks like granite and diorite, etc. And I think I have too many blocks now. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I've just spent an hour and a half digging out this hole. And yes, there's still some bits here, alright? I just can't be bothered to collect them. There is some awkward spots. Also, this water here is really annoying. Also, at one point, I typed /clear like this and got rid of my pickaxes and all my other tools, so that's why I've only got the pickaxes left. But let's have a look what we've got. So starting from the top, we've got all the leaves, vines, some grass, some ferns, even a sapling or two, some wood, etc. Then over here we've got all our dirt and grass, plenty to fill up this cube. And then from here on out it's just stone and cobble and granite and diorite and andesite, which we got a decent amount of, so I'm happy about that. You can see more and more and more and more and more, and finally 3 diamonds. We got 3 diamonds. I didn't have fortune on my pickaxe. It's sad, so we only got 3. Can't really do anything with those. We got some water as well because I collected the water from that bit there, and I just put it into 2 waters as we could just make an unlimited water source from them. Redstone, some lapis, lots of boring blocks, but the good thing about these blocks is we can convert them into interesting stuff, and we've got the tools to do so because we've got iron, so we can make a sawmill thing or whatever they're called. I'm excited. I think it's time we get started. I'm not sure how we're going to make this look good. And also, I'm so sick of seeing these lines. I can't wait to get this build done and not have to see these lines ever again. Time for another time lapse where hopefully this one actually looks pretty. Although the last one was pretty satisfying, wasn't it? So we started out by just filling in like the grass area, and it was quite tricky to work on this layout because we don't have a lot of space. I wanted to add some naturey bits in and like some cliff bit here, so I only did a tiny little section in the corner. And I also started up a little section over here where I've been smelting some iron. I used some to make this stone cutter here. I'm not sure what we're going to use the rest of the iron for. Maybe just iron blocks. Got some coal blocks as well. I made some coarse dirt with the gravel I collected. Probably saw in the chest that we collected some grass and ferns, etc. with our shears. However, we're slowly running out of ferns. But I think that little section there looks nice. If you just ignore the rest of the jungle, that'd be good. But now we've got to work on the building, and there's not really that much space. Obviously, we're going to make it out of stone. Maybe some granite as well. I've got some ideas. It's probably going to be like sort of like quite towery, as obviously we can't go wide. Let's just cut to the time lapse. So I actually decided to build it up again. As you can see here, I go for like more of a sort of cliffy area here for our build to go on, and obviously it's not going to be a house. I tried to build some sort of like weird small castle, but it's quite hard to build in this tiny little space. Also, for a bit of it, I did actually have to fly around because it's just such an awkwardly shaped build. But obviously I removed the blocks, so we're not going to run out of blocks anyway. We've got so many blocks. The only things we're probably going to run out of are like the grass and the ferns. So it's kind of hard to see from down here, but this is our build. Looks good, doesn't it? No, but I've not finished it just yet. We need to add on some detail and stuff. We've got no sand, so we can't have glass, so we're going to have to use like fences for the windows. It is kind of like a castle, but at the same time, it's kind of weird. It's got this granite tower here on it. I think it looks okay. The roof is a bit dodgy on this. We had to use diorite, which isn't the prettiest block, but it's okay. And this bit here is just a bit awkward. Also, I did run out of space on this roof, so it's not a complete roof. But we can pretend it's not there, right, guys? We can pretend that there's not this weird arrow here. But as I said, we have legitimately so many blocks. Let me head in here. Look in this chest here. We've got still so much stone, cobblestone, etc. that I'm actually going to do the next part in creative. I'm just going to detail this a bit. We're going to use all the blocks that we have access to. Obviously, we're not going to cheat any in. We've still got a load of jungle wood left, as you can see in here. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can make this look all right. I'm not going to time-lapse this. Instead, I'll just walk you through it. So let's start off with some fences, as we're going to be using these for the windows, as we have no other choice. They look okay as windows, but I'm not a huge fan most of the time. I'm also going to add a layer of stone slabs here, just for looks, and some up here as well, just to give it a bit of detail, you know. And speaking of detail, let's add a grass block here and make some more trapdoors. Let's add some jungle stairs on this part here, and some andesite slabs as a bit of decoration around. I figured out what I'm going to use some of this iron for, and that is to make some lanterns. Then we can hang these around to get a bit of light in this place, as it's looking quite dark. There we go, that's looking a bit better. It's so hard to get like how this looks because I'm stuck inside this blooming world border. You know what, for now, that's probably as much detailing as we're going to be able to get done. We don't have a huge selection of blocks, so let's work on the interior. We only have a small selection of oak logs, so I'm going to do this part in survival, but I want to make some oak stairs like this. Put like that, and also for a little chair in the corner. And you know what? We'll have some oak doors as well, which actually works out as the perfect numbers. We only really need 3 here. Beautiful. I haven't used oak doors in so long. They kind of look ugly, don't they? And for a little decoration, we can also make some rails put on top of there. I know it's not the normal one you use, but oh well. Made another lantern to put on there. Suppose I should probably make some chests, but there's not really enough space in here to put them, so we'll put them upstairs, and we can make some ladders to get up there to put here. Not that much room for chests up here either, but we'll fill as many as we can. There we go, that'll be enough storage. I bet this looks so weird from out there. In this tower here, we're going to make more ladders, and we don't really have many blocks left for floor, so diorite floor. Yay. We had lots of other options. I just wanted to use diorite as it was different from the stone of the castle. But, you know, there we go. Kind of ugly. And also we got this gap here. But if we ignore the gap, in fact, we can fill the gap in. Up here, what could we have? Another seat. Some grass. That's about it. Woo! Fun times. Ow. Yeah, I'm not sure there's much we can add inside there. But down here, let's add a few vines in. We got loads more vines in the chest, by the way. It's actually kind of ridiculous how many vines we collected. More coarse dirt? Yes, please. No, I just wasted one of my bits of grass. We'll use our 3 delicate ferns up. And also there's a bit of grass up here as well, which we can replace with coarse dirt. Can also do some hanging leaves. Yes, I'm doing this in creative. We've got so many leaves in the chest down there. It's fine. Do we have anything else we can use? We've got these blocks of coal. I guess I could just, you know, place them around down here. Why not? I honestly think that might be it. Let's take away the world border for a second so we can have a proper look at this thing. There we go. You know what? From a distance, it doesn't look that bad. But from this side... just ignore it from that side. But from this side, seeing as we built that with everything that was found in that one chunk, I'm quite happy with that. It's quite a nice little build. Look at it there in its little chunk. How adorable. Let's get back in. So there you have it, guys. That is it for the 1 chunk challenge that we've done today. I'm pretty happy with this. I think we've managed to make something pretty cool, seeing as we've only got the blocks from this 1 chunk. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new, and make sure you leave a like as well. I shall see you another time for another video. Goodbye.